Good morning and welcome to Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce Let's Talk Business podcast. And I want to first, I am the new host today. I'm the substitute host. Let me say it like that. My name is Leandria Thompson. I am the president of Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. And before we get started with a fantastic topic and guests with us today, we want to thank our President Club members. They're the ones that support these podcasts for us. And the very first one is AMOCO Federal Credit Union. We have Enlightenment Enterprises, Lone Star College, the Linwood Group, Southwest Airlines, our official travel partner, and Quality Precision Coatings. We thank you and we appreciate your support. Now, today we have our guest is Kevin Venable. I'm sure I pronounced that correctly.
You did.
Okay. And Kevin is the Community Development Manager of AMOCO Federal Credit Union. And Kevin is here to share with us a topic. And that topic is credit unions, a history of community ownership. What are we talking about, Kevin?
So the month of October, I'm going to kind of say it's actually the third week of October is International Credit Union Week.
Okay.
I kind of just started the whole month of October. Credit unions were formed back in the 19th century, and it's celebrated that time just to get the word out to your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, and things of that nature. Those that are members of a credit union, we love to have them share the word and spread it out to all the other, like I mentioned, their family and friends. But it's just something we do every year. It's kind of a celebration.
Okay, celebration of credit unions. And what is the formation of a credit union? Basically, what I see here is this is a story of an idea, okay, and a single idea. What is that idea for forming a credit union?
For example, our credit union, AMOCO, started back in 1937, roughly with about 170 members, with 28,000 that they've pulled together so they can offer $20,000 that they could pull together so they can loan money to each other.
Okay.
And that started the foundation of the credit union. And that's how a lot of credit unions have started. So we covered employees at a refinery.
Okay.
And so it was just that small group. That way they can offer a lower interest rate on loans, a little bit higher interest rate on or dividends on their investments, their savings account, things of that nature.
Okay.
And that's what just started many years ago, and that turns it into a celebration that we call it today.
Okay. And you did mention the word international. Does this means that this is something, when we say international, are we beyond our borders?
So the Credit Union Week, that is International Credit Union Week, and so that covers, that's all over. And then what happens there is...
When we say all over, we're talking about the globe.
That's the globe, yes.
Globe.
The globe, yes.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
for the globe. So, and then each credit union, they kind of do their own thing. They some are small. You have some that are large. They'll have like an open house. They'll have like maybe, cookies and punch in the lobby,
so
things of that
when
nature.
is AMOCO going to have their cookies and punch?
Well, we're doing something a little bit different. We actually are doing a member appreciation night at a facility in Webster. That already went out to our members. We have over 800 that's RSVP'd for that event, and so we'll be at at main event that evening. So that's just something that we're inviting our members to come out and to bring their family and to interact with each other. They have just a fun night, so that's something we can, give to them.
So throughout the whole world, is that the same? Everybody's doing the same day?
They're all doing the same day, so it's always the third Thursday of October.
Okay.
It's the third week of October that people will start, or credits will do celebrations. They might do things throughout the week. We do things throughout the week. It could be where we're hosting like elected official, a meet and greet. We've
Okay.
done those in the past.
Okay.
Unfortunately, due to COVID, we have to watch those
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
events.
Yeah.
We've done like open houses. We've done things involving our kids club to like
Okay.
coloring contests, things of that
Okay.
nature.
Okay.
So we try to do a whole
Okay.
thing that a list of things that week
Okay.
just to get our members involved.
So it's amazing. So throughout the whole globe, every country that has a credit union, they're doing. This is a worldwide synergy.
Correct.
Fantastic.
And they're doing something. They're doing a little something at their credit union just to get their members engaged.
Okay. Now, I read something that says credit unions look like banks. What does that mean?
Correct. So we look like banks, and then we offer, but we offer the same type of products. A credit union is a member owned, so that way all our members that join the credit union, they're the owners.
Okay.
So
banks don't have it that way. Your commercial banks.
They have a different. It's a different type of charter that they have.
Okay.
So we have our members that are the owners of our financial institution, and right now we have, like I mentioned earlier, we started with about 170.
Yeah.
We've reached over close to like 93,000 members. And we're right at 1.2 billion in assets. So we have grown quite a bit over those many years since we have started. But we offer, the products and services such as the savings and checking accounts, all your different type of investments, your CDs, your IRAs, all the consumer loans, mortgage loans. Some credit unions are different where if they're smaller, they might not be able to offer all the type of services, just depending on what they can manage in their portfolio. We do offer, we're pretty much a full array of services that we can offer.
So what we basically know or assume is that credit unions do car loans and homeowners loans, right? And with the word credit union, how much emphasis is put on the person's credit when they're in a credit union?
So what we do is when someone comes in, and it could be where they might have had some issues in the past. They could have had medical issues, or maybe gone through divorce or things like that, where some other financial institutions might not be able to help them out, depending on their credit score. With our board sets policies and procedures that we have to follow. We are able to help out a lot of members that maybe are not able to get financial services at other financial institutions. What we want to do is we want to educate them, so they might have to pay a little bit higher on a rate, but nothing that they would be paying like at a different financial institution. As their credit score is improved, then their rate can actually be decreased. When they come in for the next loan, for the next.
So you have programs that will help people.
We're educating them to try to get them to. It could be where they have outstanding debt. Let's do a debt consolidation loan. Let's pull all that together. Let's help you to lower your interest rates. Put more money back in your pocket. Maybe not having to pay all these different payments out. Let's put it into one payment. And that's kind of part of that, going back to that International Credit Union week that we want to educate. We do this all year long. It's just that
1 week,
third week
everybody.
we just really try to emphasize on it a little bit more.
Very, very good. Well, I often wondered, and hence asking that question, what did it mean by credit union? Why did that term come up? I mean, why are because some of we have a member that we refer to as a micro lender, but they don't take deposits, but they do loan money. But when we say credit union, it's because people are really there to borrow money, right?
Well, to borrow money and also save money, but it's a union of individuals that pull their funds together. And that way you might be a saver where others might need to to be part of taking advantage of the lending part.
Okay.
So that union, that bond right there, it's you're helping others in the institution that are in the other members that are needing. Like I mentioned, some are savers and they don't need the loan side of it, where others need need to come in, get the mortgage loan, get the car loan, get things like that, and that just pulls all that being part of the union.
Okay, so now when they're borrowing, of course there's interest.
Correct.
And the credit union gets the interest, and what happens?
So that's back to reinvesting into our members again. Okay. So yes, we do have to earn, make money to, have facilities, pay for services, pay for staff. But what we want to do is we want to reinvest those dollars back into the members with additional services. So as we're adding services, we just added our video banking. So instead of you having to come into the facility, if you're busy or just don't have time or just want to stay home, you can contact us. There's an app that we have, and it's a live person that's part of our call center. So that's a whole nother department. Okay. So those are dollars that we're investing in that department to help our members. Things like that.
Get the service. So now, we're Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We're Chamber of Commerce, but however, we're known better as a business league. And as a business league, we're quite aware of business and income, investments and income. So now, if I'm a member and I have some stake in the credit union, do I get dividends?
You do. And so, we have our savings account, we have our money market accounts, we have our certificate of deposits, our IRAs. So that's where we're reinvesting back into that member. So we are competitive in the area. That's monitored, every month on that. That way we can, give back. Once again, we look at the whole area to see how everybody else is doing. We're looking to see what we can afford to, reinvest back to the member.
Okay. But I don't get a dividend check.
It just depends on how you want that set up.
I'm talking about like in business. I'm a owner. I'm a member. Let's say I'm with a corporation, and I've invested in that corporation. I put money there, and so when the corporation makes money, and then it looks at what part of that profit they're going to give back to its owners, it's done in dividends. So we get a check. So, but the members in the credit union don't get a check saying, this is how much money we made and this is your portion of your
It's going to be put back into their account. So like into their savings account or to their checking account or to their money market account.
Okay.
Or to their certificate of deposit. Now some, like on a certificate of deposit, it could be where someone's requested a monthly check.
Okay.
Yes, that can be. But the others, it would be, that's going to be deposited back into their account.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting the picture.
You're not going to get everyone will not get a special check mailed to them, like from their savings.
But
that'll be put to their account.
Very good. Well, that's what I was. When you say member owned, then I'm looking at so when I become a member of the credit union, I'm buying stock, right?
It's you're
or shares.
You're a member. You're a share. If you're a shareholder, I mean, you're buying. What you put into it. You're the shareholder there for that. For that credit union.
Okay.
Every credit union, once again, they have certain ways that you can eligibility to join.
Okay.
And everyone is different on their minimum deposit of what you can need to make a deposit on. So it's you just check with that financial institution that you're checking out, if it's here locally or even out of town or things like that.
Now let's get to the business side. Do credit unions have do they have business customers that?
Some do. Unfortunately,
Okay.
we do not.
Okay.
That is something that we are asked a lot. That is a whole nother department that you would need.
Okay.
That's where those dollars from our investing back with our members. At this time, we do not have that in place.
Okay.
Is that something that we're going to do in the future? I don't know. I can't answer
Okay.
that.
Okay.
We when someone asks me that,
Mhm.
because I'm out in the community a lot. I
Mhm.
do have there are several credit unions in the area that do business loans,
Okay.
business deposits,
Okay.
like payroll
So you
processing.
have
They'll
collaboration.
collaborate,
Okay.
correct, collaboration between other credit unions or even local banks,
Okay. Okay.
different banks that are locally owned. And that's one thing with my job is building those relationships and making sure that if one of our member needs that type of service,
Mhm.
and if we can't offer that, is direct them to another financial institution that
Okay.
can help them out.
Well, very good.
And that's
So
really good.
yeah.
When you
Yeah.
brought the word collaboration, I mean, that's really what it is all
Okay.
about.
Very, very
Yes.
good. Okay. So I see here that today AMOCO Credit Union includes a diversified membership and it has over 600 local sponsor companies. That's huge. And you said that the areas was Galveston County, are you in Harris County at
So we
all?
have, Galveston County that we cover, a big part of Harris County and also Missouri County as well. We initially started in Texas City, with the refinery. That we still service those
Okay.
employees.
Okay.
So we do bring in a lot of we have like churches, homeowner associations, businesses, small and large,
Okay.
school districts.
Okay.
We have like their employees, the students,
Okay.
and things like that. So that 600 plus, it just continues to grow.
Okay.
Each
Okay.
month, each year, and that just keeps us growing as well
Right, I
too,
can see the
and
growth.
expanding
Yeah.
the services
Yeah.
too.
So will y'all expand to Harris County? You think?
Well, we do have a branch. It's in Clear Lake, so we do have a branch,
Okay.
in the Clear Lake area. One also in Nassau Bay. Those are things that we do a strategic plan over 5 years. We do have other branches that are going to be built or leased
Okay.
over the next 5 years. And when that 5 years is up, then we go and do another 5 year for
Okay.
facilities and things like that.
Okay.
I'm not sure where we'll be at,
5 years from
where
now.
where we're going, how deep into Harris County.
Okay.
But I know that we have members that are scattered all over. It's
Well,
not just in Texas City. We
okay.
have members that live, all parts of the Houston area, even that have opened their accounts and moved off. And
Okay.
even though they've moved away,
They
and
still
they're still a member,
wonderful.
and they
And
still
I
can do
think
business.
that was a question that I had in my head, that if I lived in Louisiana
Mhm.
and I wanted to join AMOCO Federal Credit Union, would I be able to do that?
It just we have eligibility. It could be where you have a family member that's a member of the credit already. If you do that, they would you'd be eligible to join. We also have shared branching, and we have an ATM network service. So let's say you're a member with the credit, well, now with Amoco, and you decide to move to Louisiana. You're already a member, established, and you go to Louisiana. Let's say you're in Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
We have, it's called shared branching. There's over
Ah,
5,000 other credit unions that we partner with, and
okay.
you would go to our website, put the zip code of, let's say, Baton Rouge.
Okay.
It'll pull other credit unions that are part of the network,
Okay.
and you can go in there and do like deposits, withdrawal, loan payments, cashing checks inside the lobby. We pay them. It would be like a fee,
Okay.
and
Okay.
that credit union, you would be considered a guest, and
Okay.
so you're able to use
Yeah.
your Amoco, and it's a
Okay.
live transaction, and that's been for many years that we've had.
Okay.
We have over 55,000 ATMs
Okay.
that we have some that we have our own, and we have some that are a part of an All Points network,
Okay.
and so we can accommodate the members that that are with us now, and they decide to move. in different areas of the United States, we can still accommodate them.
And traveling, let's say they're traveling.
Correct.
Now, what about
Correct.
traveling out of the United States?
Will
they still be able to use their
yes.
cards?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then some of those ATMs that are part of the network, they are in some of those areas as well. It just depends. You just check our website for the zip code that you're in.
Okay.
I was in Puerto Rico many years ago, and I was walking by Walgreens, went in there, and there's a machine, and I was able to use, if I wanted to, I was able to use my AMOCO card to pull money out of my checking account if I needed. So that machine was part of the network, so it makes it really nice.
Okay, yes, it does. Well, Kevin, if you like to, if there's any, I know that AMOCO Federal Credit Union is one of our President's Club member, and we have you on our show every once a month. And we want to give the community, and especially members, because members are our business members or members of the community. And so they, we stress that you should have your personal and your business banking basically separated. And this is a good way for that to happen, because now they're not, you could be at the same bank, and it's easy to sometimes commingle funds. So this way they can put money into their personal credit union, which would be AMOCO Federal Credit Union.
Well, and I want to kind of add to that too. So, we're all about, sharing the love.
Okay.
And so if you're not familiar with the credit union, we say go check one. If it's us, we would love to help you out. But if it's one in the area, check them out to see if you're eligible. See what type of services they have to offer. And we say, use a credit union. And so if it's with AMOCO or even another credit union, once again, it's all about, collaborating with each other. And everyone would be in, good hands.
Well, Kevin, I really appreciate you being on the show today. I know that we kind of didn't talk about your background a little bit.
So I have been in the credit industry. I started back in 1983. Went to college at night. I'm from Port Arthur, and so I'm about an hour and a half from here. And so I worked for a credit union in that area for about 15 years. Left there, worked for a credit union in the Baytown area for 7 years. I was their marketing director. And then I moved over to AMOCO. I've been there 16 years. So I do all their work with all the chambers, work with the nonprofits, with all the elected officials. My job is the interaction and making sure people know who we are, and we know all the elected officials. They know us. Working really close with the nonprofits and, of course, all the chambers as well.
So we are certainly appreciative. We love our members.
We love being a part of all the chambers.
Well, fantastic. Really so now, is there anything that you would like to leave us with before we start wrapping up? Is there?
Just one thing is, once again, the third week of October is International Crediting Week. International Crediting Day is the third Thursday, which is October the 21st. I just would, mention everyone, if you are not a member of a credit union, or if you're a member of a credit union and maybe don't know everything they have to offer, take advantage of that time. A lot of the credit unions, they are during the week of Crediting Week, they'll have like an open house. They might have some refreshments served. Take advantage of that. Go by the credit union, check it out, and see. What can they do for you to see? And it might be something that you weren't aware that they offer now.
Right. I think that's
so I kind of give that challenge out.
Good.
Go out there and check it out.
Because if this is a great time to ask questions and find out more. Because one of the things that we have been talking about is financial positioning. And that will be a good opportunity for them. So you said it's the third Thursday.
It's the third Thursday. It's October the 21st. But a lot of credit unions that whole week will maybe do some activities and things like that.
Okay, so you guys are on that Thursday, or are you going to be doing the whole
week? We
week?
actually have a Member Appreciation Day going on that Thursday that we've already actually advertised out to our members. They've already responded, sending RCPs. We'll be doing some things throughout that week. We have different luncheons that we'll be attending.
So what about non-members? We can just...
They can come and see us as well. They can come and stop by our credit union and check us out as well.
Okay, very, very good.
We'd love to have that.
Well, very good. Well, certainly, again, appreciate AMOCO Federal Credit Union. It's one of our President's Club members, Southwest Airlines, which is our official travel partner. Lone Star College now is new. We look forward to having them on the podcast as well. And then, of course, Quality Precision Coatings and the Linwood Group and Enlightening Enterprises. So I want to say, Kevin, again, thank you. We appreciate you and appreciate the AMOCO Federal Credit Union. And next week, October 15th, we have a new guest who's coming from the City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity. So now you're going to make some money so you can put it in the credit union and spend some money, right?
That sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Right. So listen, we're looking forward to seeing you here, visiting with us and learning and getting information. And of course, I won't be here next week. We'll have your regular host here. So y'all let him know I did a pretty good job. Okay. I appreciate you visiting with us, listening, and understand that our podcast is about information, and let's talk business. And thank you for being here.